skills, or they're not developing them properly. I don't know, maybe because Australians are very good at being middle class, and it's very uncomfortable because when you do customer service, you're basically putting people up on a pedestal, and I don't think Australia like that. Yeah. We are walking. Oh, my back is hurting. I think that's why I'm trying to walk, because I was standing up like in the kitchen for like 5 minutes and my back was already painful. And I'm like, this is not okay. I'm still young and healthy. We can do this. Oh no, it's already 45 minutes. Oh, you can do this. This is hard. You basically chin up. So you grab the pole, you grab the bar, and then you pull yourself up. A pull-upper? It's not even a word. A pull-upper. So pretty. Probably easier just to switch my camera, my mobile phone. I'm using mobile phone. I think I need to upgrade my phone. I really need to upgrade my phone. Anyway, what else is there? During summer, it gets really, really hot to walk. But sometimes I still walk, even if it's like 40 degrees. I still walk. Because, I don't know, I think like walking, exercise, giving the illusion that you're doing something healthy or beneficial or whatever. Ritual, the 30-minute gym. I should go. 30-minute gym. I read somewhere, or I watched somewhere, or a podcast that exercise is better if you do high intensity and then you take a break, and then high intensity and take a break. And that way you are utilizing the human body's ability to produce growth hormones and stuff like that. And that's why volleyball players and basketball players are very tall, because that's what you do during volleyballs and basketballs. You run, you sprint, and then you rest because you wait for the game to start again. And that's why they use very high intensity movements, like, jumping and stretching your arms and all those things. And I'm like, that sounds good, but I think it will take a while to kind of build your tolerance to it. So this is my version of a basketball and endurance training, which is just talking and walking. Because I'm probably going to spend a lot of oxygen while doing this. Because now I think my breath is steadier. Well, in the beginning of this walk, my breath was really erratic. So my body is adjusting to it. Oh, look at that. What are they doing? No. Is that a she? I think that's a she, isn't it? I hope she's okay. Walking. It is so peaceful right now, especially in the afternoon. Maybe because we're in the midst of winter. But lately I actually felt like it's getting warmer. Maybe because my body is on a ketonic. Maybe I've induced ketosis. I've induced ketosis into my body. No, this is what happens when you're being sick. Your body is like, here, we need to burn all the bacteria inside you that will create further infection. Let's burn all of this. Burn. Burn, baby, burn. I want to go traveling again, but I'm not sure I will enjoy it. I feel I'm in a stage in life where, like when you basically have, I don't know, I think you experience a few things in life, but I'm not saying like all of it, because it's impossible to experience all of human experiences. So that's the whole point of having a body, right? Because you want to have one specific person's perspective for this lifetime. But I'm thinking what adventure I want to go next. But what is adventure? Is it like a travel? Like, is it really going places? Because I feel like going places don't really excite me much. I remember like traveling and feeling somewhat bored. Like, I don't know why that bird is hovering. That bird is hovering in midair. What is that bird doing? Why is it hovering? And I don't know. I feel like I want to go, but I feel like if I go out places, it wouldn't feel as I imagine it would feel. It would just be like, oh yeah, we went. That's it. We went. It's like you would imagine that you would have a good time, but I don't think I would. I think like you, just in some extent, like when you have lived long enough or lived a bit, you realize that your fantasy and your reality doesn't necessarily match. And when you know this, each time you want to play out what you imagine, you have it in the back of your mind thinking, is it going to be okay though? Is it going to be good? Really? So it's like, it's very different when you're young and you don't know anything, or you don't know much, or you don't know that you will fail or something because you don't have that concept in your head. So you go ahead with something thinking this is going to be great, and you have no doubt that it's going to be great because you don't have any results that counteract your imagination. But once you live for a bit, you have a few results that will counter your instinct, so to speak. So you have in the back of your mind, well, last time I did this, I made this decision, I came here, I went here, I thought it was going to be great, and it wasn't. So now you're like, because you have that in your head, you want to do something, and then you want to make a different decision. You're like, but what if I were wrong? But what if I'm wrong? And if I make the decision and I'm wrong like last time, it would be a waste of time, a waste of energy, because you're kind of like starting to have this data available in your head based on your past history. And I don't know, I think memories is a double-edged sword. If you use it wisely, it can help you. But if you use it as a hindrance to taking risk, just because you were wrong once, can be a very huge liability. Look what I'm doing right now. Yesterday I walked around the city. There's so many young people. I'm not sure, like, is it like school holidays or something? So there were like so many teenagers. And then I found myself, oh, where am I, like, sitting in this whole diagram? You know, like when you have this pie chart or like this chart, like you want to know where you sit, where everybody else is. I'm not sure where I sit. Like my friends, most of it have normal lives. They have kids, they have careers, and you know, they are in the normal stage of being 35. Okay, I've got about half a gig left, which means I have about half an hour worth of streaming left. Enjoy the prettiness while it lasts. Oh god. I think this is no, on Thursday I'm just gonna have like a chat sit down at home because my battery or my data would run out by then. Would be expired. I don't know if I still have data. Do I have data? I'm not sure even if I have data right now. Oh god damn it. I need to check whether I have data. Oh, I did not think this through. How much do I have? I still have. Okay, I'm just gonna use all my credit for today. And I think that's it. So no, there will be no outdoor stream unless something happens and I need to recharge. Then no more outdoor stream. But until then, this would be the last for a bit. Oh god, I'm gonna have a drink. Enjoy the sight. It's so calming. Will you guys be able to hear me if I'm here? Let me try this. Can you hear me? I'm testing out the Bluetooth mic. I want to see. It says like 5-meter range. Is this like a 5-meter range? I'm not sure. Oh, it's probably better if I switch this around. If I should have sit on this side. I need to get water. Pretty, so pretty. Actually, it works fine like this. My body is used to it now. My left arm is locked onto this position, carrying the tripod, the mini tripod, and my breath is catching up. It's definitely exercise, talking and walking. Oh no, poor connection, poor connection. No, 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 poor connection. Why? Why? Okay, we're back. Poor connection will be the hell of me. This is so pretty, guys. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty. Actually, I have to hurry up because if I don't, the sun will set and I will be lost. No, that's a joke. I don't want to walk in the dark. It's Monday. Monday. The kid passed out inside. It's a kid. 2 messages. I think I'm going to use $2. Yep. I am officially out of data. It's good. Basically recharge because there was this thing last week that required me to use the phone call, and I realized like, oh shit, a phone call is gonna cost me $10 because I'm basically don't have a landline, and the landline I need to buy one of those cord phone, like actually cord phone, you know, like the one with long. If you're like were born in the 80s, you would know, with cables on it. So I can just plug it into the modem and then have a landline to call out. And it would be part of the package anyway. Because paying for $10 to make a phone call from my phone is ridiculous. But it's not only like $10 for a phone call because I can basically use it for the data and stuff, and I stream. So it's not that bad. It's just for a week. In a way, it forces me to strain outdoors as well. So it's pretty good. No complaint. I'm good. So pretty. It also reminds me that there's a lot of prettiness out here, like just 20 minutes down from where I live. And to explore that and grasp that with all that you might. Because life is momentary. Life is too dramatic. Okay, stop it. I want to go to Europe. I don't have the money. I need to do my tax. I'm procrastinating. I don't know. that boy is pulling his grandpa's legs, crying, but it's fake crying. It's like, hey, I'm not getting what I want. You give me what I want. Oh, interesting person. I'll stop crying now. Okay, interesting person passed. It passed by. I'm gonna go back crying now. It's like definitely not an emotional cry. Time is working very differently lately. Half an hour. No, I got about 20 minutes to go. So 20 minutes of streaming left before my before my data completely runs out. This takes a lot of data because I'm using the highest, well, not the highest, but like 3,500 bitrate, which I think like the common or the minimum that you can go now to get some sort of quality going. Like extreme basic quality. It's not even like great quality. I'm thinking of taking like a packet. I don't know, maybe I should taking a packet where it's, how much is it? About $20, maybe $20 per month, $21 per month, and I will get about 10 gigabytes per month. I think that should be enough, 10 gigabytes. Because if I just do like 2 hours stream and each hour takes me about 3 gigs. No, yeah, about 2 gigs, 3 gigs. I can do 5 streams a month. That's plenty, right? I can do 5 streams a month outdoors. And 3 indoors. It's fine. I think 10 gigs we can work with 10 gigs. So right now we're just working with 5 gigs, and that's alright. I can definitely cannot do 3 gigs though. 3 gigs is too low. I'm like, I won't be able to even upload any of my Instagram story. Anyway, can you do this? No, what happened? Oh, can you still hear me? I'm testing this out, I guess. I want to know if I can still be heard from this distance. It should be able to hear me still, because when I tested this at home, it was fine. We're gonna walk back that way, by the way, because I want to stick to the water line. Shall we dance? We're walking back. We are basically turning around. So we just basically just to take a sip and then walk back. So it's been an hour. So yeah, that's around right. An hour, 10 minutes. Yeah, that's. I was thinking. I think a lot, but I don't really retain a lot of my thoughts. I'm trying to kind of just let it pass, because I think if you retain a lot of thoughts. Oh, I was halfway listening to a podcast between Russell Brand and Brené Brown today, and there was this thing she said about if you are unwilling to confront someone or have a confrontation with someone about something that you really think is right, you are going to have an inner anger, inner war happen inside of you. And I was like, that literally happened to me. Like, legit experienced it a few times. So now at least I know if I have like an inner war happening inside my head, it's because I am unwilling to have a confrontation against someone out there in the world, because I'm trying to keep peace or perceived peace between them and I on the outside. But that's not okay, because if you're not willing to have the war outside, you're going to have it inside. And believe me, an inside war is not pleasant by any means. It can drive you to suicide. Maybe that's why I think people who are probably suicidal need to have a confrontation, like, with people around them. Maybe it's actually healthier. Maybe that way you can have a move way forward. Because I remember, like, when I was having like a really long depression, which I think like still come every now and then. Actually, it came about like this morning or yesterday, and it was really like, ugh. Like, the feeling is just, you can feel it. But anyway, like during this really long period between, actually I always have depression, but the symptoms kind of like perk out very vividly and outwardly for a good 4 or 5 years, few years back. And that was what was happening, because I was having an inner war. And as soon as I brought the war outside and against someone, and then have the confrontation, and kind of just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to blame myself anymore, I'm going to blame someone else, and actually take it to the person who you need to have something to talk about, or you need to talk about things that really in your mind, and you kind of need to kind of not defend, but like take your own side and back yourself up. And it's not even being kind, it's just being a human being. You know, if you think, oh, no one has my back, and then you think to yourself, well, I'm a human being, I need to have my own back. And I think when you kind of insist on it, and then kind of value yourself also as a person, and then kind of just like, you know what, this is going to damage the other person, but you know what, it's fine. It's like when you get to that stage where you can't really, live other people's life for them. You need for them to make decisions for themselves. You can't protect people from their own decisions and from their own mistakes and their behaviors. I guess as soon as I okay with that, I'm okay with people just like, you know what, they fucked up. It's not my fault that they fucked up. So I'm just going to fill up my water bottle. So it's not their fault. It's not my fault that they made stupid decisions, and it's not my job to correct the decisions that they barely made. And I think like once you start putting other people's decision about their own life back to them, and not like taking up other people's problems, because you can't do anything about it anyway, because it's not your problem to solve. And I think like I kind of get that once I was listening to Jordan Peterson, and Jordan Peterson was talking about you only need to solve problems that is within the domain of your competence. And that really resonated with me. It really helped. like confronting a lot of things, and you're like, okay, you take stock and you inventorize, okay, this is my problem, things I can do, things I can kind of deal with, but what is it not my problem? What is it that I'm lumping with my whole problem that is actually not mine to begin with? Because like once you start taking on this martyr role, you kind of like your body is addicted to it, right? Your body is addicted to problems. And then if you start to get depressed, you are addicted to that chemicals of depression. So you will, and each thoughts become a pill almost. It's like a pill that you take, and the dosage is the chemical response that you get when the brain receives the emotion or the thought. Anyway, so yeah, and then you have to kind of like basically manage that. You need to manage your thoughts. And then you have to treat it like it's a tangible thing, like it's a marble, like it's an actual marbles. And then once you do, it works. You split up marbles, and then this is mine, this is yours, this is shit I can't do anything about. And then you moved on with your life. It's not that easy, but if you put the effort in, it worked for me for now anyway. I'm sure like I'm gonna have other things to think about later. It's also weird, like I'm looking, because I watch a lot of Korean dramas, and Korean dramas kind of like reflect the life that I have, and well, like I can see bits of pieces of life in Korean dramas. Like right now I'm watching this Korean drama called Search WW, and one of the main characters is this lady who were born into a conglomerate family, and she's basically sold to this other conglomerate family, which means like it's very, very rich. Like, one of those rich companies that was controlled by a family that basically can influence the way a country is run and governed politically and economically. All these things. And so she was basically sold last 10 years ago, and then recently in the recent episode, because I'm talking about Korean drama, she's basically being presented with the same choice again, and her mother-in-law basically told her to choose the same choice like she did 10 years ago. And I think because she had like now 10 years of experience down her belt, she's like, you know what? That was a good decision. So let's see what the other decision will take me. Am I going to die? Let's see where that is going to take me. So she made a different decision rather than the decision that led her to depression, suicidal behaviors, reckless behaviors, and hating herself to death. And it's definitely a different decision, because the decision that she's going to make now will basically change everything, and it's going to the unknown, all these things that is associated with making a new decision. But I think the lesson there is like, if you make a decision that is based on safety, it's actually a bad decision. Because if you make a decision based on safety, you're basically putting yourself into a prison of your own making. And have to be honest, I think I have not yet fully break away from my own prison that I made. Maybe that's why I need to travel. That would be the last step to break the prison. The point of this talk. Oh God, I think my data is going to answer. Say bye bye. So next stream will be Thursday, 3 p.m. And yeah, my time. Huh? And this is what I really like about walking. It clears your mind. Like you can't think anything. You basically just like, yeah, that's it, guys. Can't think about anything else. That's it. I know. I used to really detest people calling other people dumb. But now I think like I won't mind being called dumb. Because I think being dumb actually is very peaceful. Because you don't think about anything. It's like there's this peace of mind that doesn't go away. It's like you stay stuck inside. What I think. The water is so calm and peaceful. But at least now I know. Now I know that $4 will get me 1.5 gigs, and $4 will get me about 1.5 hours of streaming. Now I know the specification. Going to an outdoor stream, things are gonna go better. Also, in Sydney, we have this new light rail that's been happening for like 5 years or something, apparently. They've been building for 5 years and it should be ready by next year. So it should be like after 6 years of having Sydney being a freaking mess. Finally, we will have our new light rail and it will be ready to be used soon. And I'm so excited. Sydney looks so pretty. I'm so proud of my city. I feel like as I get older, I'm becoming like a lot more. I'm taking ownership of my life. This is my fucking city, mate. Been here 21 fucking years. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna tell me to go back home? This is my fucking home. I'm not even sure who I'm telling. I'm telling that to. I was like, as I was walking around the city yesterday, I was using my shoes, and like my shoes are like 14 years old, and I was like looking at all the teenagers, and I'm thinking, dear God, my shoes are older than you. That's when you know. I'm like, okay, I need to get my life together. I need to sort out money problem. I need to sort out the relationship problem, or really manage the relationship where I need to put it in the life chart. There's this big pie called life, and it's limited. Each section gets limited time and energy, because like life is basically time and energy, and it's limited time and limited energy because you're gonna die. So I've spent half of the pie already. So I only have like half of the pie to kind of distribute amongst things that I want to do or experience. So what kind of people I want to spend it with, or spend it for, what kind of work I want to spend my energy and time to. It's like so complicated. Looks so pretty. So there's a lot of that. a lot of management thinking, because you know it's precious. You can get money back, I guess. You can't get time and energy back. That's more precious than money, because especially nowadays, I'm like literally making money just sitting on my couch, designing stuff and selling it online. So you can get money back, but spend time and energy, and especially like if you're bored. If you're bored with someone, you're like, oh no, oh no. And I'm not really good at lying in a particular situation right now. I will invent a cat and say my cat is sick. Really bad at those things. As soon as I get data is only 100 megabytes left, I'll end this stream. Remember guys, July is Monday, Thursday, 3 p.m. Australian time, and on twitch.tv/forward_DA_Ballerine. And yeah, I think it's 10 p.m. Wednesday. Sorry, 10 p.m. Sunday PST. If you guys want to come around and chat, I'll be here at a scheduled time. And if it works, I'll do it again maybe next month. If it doesn't, we'll go back to the usual sporadic. In a way, it's good because it keeps me kind of grounded a little bit to a schedule. But in a way, it's bad because I'm thinking on art. It's like a job. It's like I basically just made my own schedule and made my own job, and I kind of hate the boss now, which is myself. So that kind of happened. Like, why? I hate you, boss. Why are you making me work? Well, then, like, this is just was. I am my own select driver. But I don't know. I think, not sure yet. This is one of those things that I think this will be useful a bit later, this scheduling thing, and also trying out this Bluetooth thing. I'm trying not to rush it. I'm not trying to do it every day. I'm trying not to push myself. I'm just trying to kind of slowly do it. Slow and steady win the race. That's the current more. But anyway, guys, Optus has basically SMS me saying that my data is almost up. It's almost done. So next stream will be on Thursday, 3 p.m. Australian time. We'll have this Wednesday, 10 p.m. PST. If you guys are around, come and chat. You'll be at home, I think. Because data just finished. And if you guys want to check out other things, the info section is down below. You can check it out, follow, sub, and do all that stuff. I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye, everyone.